Meditation is a process of expanding your awareness. When you meditate, you get in touch with the deepest part of yourself. You know from your own point of view what's right, what's wrong, what you should do and shouldn't in any situation. Meditation makes you tough, makes you strong, conscious, happy, and eventually enlightened. Meditation is a process of silencing your thoughts. Beyond the world of thought and sensorial impressions, there are planes and dimensions of perfect light, knowledge, and radiant perfection. Meditation is simply a process of moving your awareness field from the awareness of this world, from the awareness of time and space, into eternity, into the eternal dimensions. The world you see around you is largely physical. It's perceived through seeing, tasting, smelling, touching, and feeling. It's also analyzed through thought. It's felt through emotion. It's remembered through memory, anticipated through projection, and experienced as now. But there are different modes and levels of perception which most people are not familiar with. And there are different universes, astral universes, and above the astral universes, the planes of light, and beyond the planes of light, nirvana itself, perfect enlightenment, the essence, the nexus of all things. Meditation is about becoming conscious of who you are, becoming happy, relaxing, slowing down, chilling out, and learning to smile. It's also about very profound things that are hard to express in words, about beauty, just about being most excellent at everything, finding the perfect part of yourself, overcoming your self-destructive tendencies, overcoming depression, anxiety, nervousness, fears of all types and descriptions. It's about being happy, being conscious, being free, and most of all about being who you really are, which is something that most people don't have any consistent consciousness of. Meditation is eternal awareness. The height of meditation is normally symbolized by the Buddha, a person who yokes their mind through the practice of yoga, meditation, Buddhism, with the highest light in the universe. They experience it in a state called samadhi. Samadhi is a complete cosmic consciousness experience. It's like climbing the top of the Himalayas and just seeing the ranges of mountains up there. An experience that really is unparalleled. It just can't be expressed in words. Meditation is a journey to the other side. The other side can't be explained. The mystical worlds, the timeless, miraculous worlds of light. But they can be certainly, most certainly experienced by you. So this tape is about how to meditate. Meditation is essentially a wonderfully easy process unless you live in this age, in which case it's hard. Well, maybe it's hard. Meditation is about making your mind calm and quiet. And if the earth was not so overpopulated and toxic, this is a very easy thing to do. The mind is not naturally so active. But there are two factors you have to take into consideration: a crowded planet and the fact that we're all psychic. Each human being has an aura. An aura is the energy body that surrounds your physical body. And your body of energy gives off impressions, just like radio waves, short wave, long wave. And you feel those impressions, you feel the thoughts, the feelings of others, particularly people, of course, you're in close contact with, either physically or emotionally. You're very open to them. But you also feel the vibrations of the people in your neighborhood, at your school, where you work, where you drive your car, your town, your state, your country, and your planet. But most particularly, you feel the vibrations in a radius of about 100 miles from where your physical body is. Everyone is psychic. People just don't know that. They think so much, they worry so much, they're so caught up in unhappy emotions. They're not still enough. They're not wise and silent enough to see that 90% of what they think and feel is alien to them. 90% of what they think and feel, 90% of what you think and feel are not your own thoughts and emotions. They're somebody else's, a lot of other people's. I always remember an adventure of Star Trek where Spock is explaining to Captain Kirk that people come to Vulcan from other planets not so much to learn to be psychic, but people who come with psychic abilities learn to block out psychic impressions. That's what the advanced psychics teach them at Vulcan. They teach them how to keep other people's thoughts out of their minds. And Kirk thought they went there, of course, to learn to be psychic. That's not the problem. Everyone's psychic. The difficulty is just having your own thoughts and feelings. Because if you don't, you can't possibly know who you are, what you care about. And you end up doing things, thinking things, wanting things, fearing things that have nothing to do with you. They're somebody else's ideas, thoughts, and feelings. It's absurd, but everybody does it. So, meditation is a process of not doing that. It's a process of not doing. It's about being still, being centered, being clear, being happy, being organically in touch with the universal light, developing parts of yourself that are unknown to most people, very powerful parts, very beautiful parts, very strong parts. So, the billions of people on this overcrowded planet put out so much energy and so much of it's unhappy that it makes everybody's minds active. Everybody's thinking all the time, stressed out, can't slow down, can't feel what lies beyond this dimension. Normally it's very easy to do that. If you don't believe me, take a walk in the woods. Find a nice wooded path that not too many people have been on, or there are a lot of impressions there. Take a walk. Take a hike, and you will notice that your mind, if you monitor it, it becomes very quiet. You don't think much. Now let's leave there and go out and walk down a city street, drive on a highway, and walk through a building. If you begin to examine your thoughts, you will observe that they change from where you are to the next locale. In other words, they're influenced. Go into a room with unhappy people, you'll find you get depressed, pulled down by their energy. Go into a place with happy people and you'll find you're brought up. So, if we lived on a planet in which everyone was happy and progressive and it wasn't so overcrowded, getting more so every day, it would be very easy to meditate, very easy to feel infinity, to be in tune with our spiritual self. But that's not the case. And when you meditate in particular and you slow your thoughts down, you actually become more sensitive. You become more psychic because you are clearing yourself of thoughts and impressions of this world so you can feel the other world. You can feel the perfect worlds of light that exist beyond this plane. So it's kind of tricky to meditate in this age, in short. And I figured out a way to do it, to make it easy for you. It's to meditate to music. I have created a number of albums, 2 in particular, which are designed to meditate to. There's one for morning meditation and one for evening meditation. There are 15 songs on each album. They're about 4 minutes each. And each album is designed to provide a morning or an evening meditation. The Enlightenment tape is for morning meditation. Canyons of Light is for evening meditation. To meditate, all you need to do is sit down, either in a cross-legged position on a rug, or outside on the grass, or someplace that feels good to you, or sit in a chair. Your back needs to be straight, though. Don't lie down. When you lie down, it's almost impossible to meditate because your body relaxes too much and you just kind of get sleepy. It's best to be very alert when you meditate. It's a nice idea to wash your hands and face, or if it's a morning meditation, maybe to get up and take a shower, or have a cup of tea or coffee or whatever wakes you up. Sit down, relax, and if it's a morning meditation, put on the Enlightenment tape. Each of the 15 songs has been composed around a dimension, and they're in ascending order. The morning tape offers you an experience of 15 different higher dimensions of light that provide the energy, the insight, and the power to go out and have a wonderful day. The evening meditation tape, Canyons of Light, references 15 other dimensions that are easier to get into at night, and you'll go very high in them. It's easier to meditate at night because in the evening people shut down, they get kind of quiet, they go home, fall asleep. And the dimensions that are available, some are easier to get to at night, some in the morning. So the Enlightenment tape is an hour long. If you're new to meditation, you might just want to meditate for half that time till you get your pace and your stamina built up, and then do the hour. The hour is great. So you might sit down in the morning, put on the tape, and listen. Zazen, which is the name of our music group, composed of myself and 3 other students of mine. Zazen is a Japanese word. It means to sit in silence, to listen, to be aware of everything and nothing and what's beyond both. So Zazen is also sitting meditation in Zen Buddhism. So if you sit, if you make your mind quiet, if you're still, and you listen to the music will do 2 things. One, it will provide a kind of an auric blanket. The energy in the music is very high. I've gone to very high planes of consciousness, into samadhi, to bring a certain power into the music as a whole. And when you put on the tape, the energy is so high in it that it will simply block out the thoughts and impressions of the people in this world. So you will just be safe. It's as if you're sitting in a pristine environment, in a beautiful power spot with no impressions. It's very easy to touch the other worlds. But secondly, all the songs are in groups of 5. In other words, there are 3 groups of 5 on the first and 3 groups of 5 on the second albums. And the songs reference particular chakras. A word about chakras, energy centers, and the subtle body, and the doorways to infinity. There are 3 primary meridians in the body. There's a body of light, also known as the subtle body or the astral body, that surrounds your physical body. It is composed of a network of filaments or fibers of light, and those fibers join at places that we call chakras. There are 7 primary chakras, and they run from the base of the spine to the top of the head. They are connected by 3 astral nerve tubes, the largest of which is the Sushumna, and then there's the Ida and the Pingala. The base chakra, the root chakra, which is where the Kundalini energy is at rest, is at the base of the spine. Around the area of the sex organs, there's a 2nd chakra. The 3rd chakra is around the navel area and a little bit below, about 1 inch below the navel. Chakras are not in the physical body, but they correspond to these spots. They're in your energy body. The 3 lower chakras are the power chakras. And when you start to meditate, you should meditate first on the navel center. By meditating on your navel center, you'll bring up the ki, the Kundalini, from the lower centers. It'll come up from the lower 2 centers, and it's very easy to enter the navel center and to bring the power up to that spot. So for the first 5 songs in the morning or evening tape, meditate on your navel center. Simply hold your attention, feel the area around your navel, about 1 inch below. If you've never done this before, if you're new to this process, simply place your fingertips of the right or left hand about 1 inch below your navel and press very gently. Now close your eyes and feel the spot.